to me, the Olympics has a message. That message is, here are the greatest athletes in the entire world. They're coming together to compete, and that should be the focus of what the Olympics is about: achievement and being the GOAT of whatever athletic category that you're in. And I feel like some of these other things take away from that. And this is something that's happening, I think, across the board in Western societies, especially, that our things that are considered sacred over time. The Olympics is considered something like kind of a sacred institution that is almost genderless, sexless. I mean, those things are there, but they're not highlighted. That's not what it's about. It's about just excellence. And I feel like there's a lot of other things, especially in this current Olympics, that kind of came into the picture that is taken away from that. It's taken away from this idea that these are the greatest athletes in the world. They're coming together and they're competing, and we're going to see excellence in all its forms. Now, that may just be the internet taking it and twisting it. But I mean, a couple of things here that I think that we've kind of talked about off of the show. But these ceremonies, for instance, will be the first thing. These ceremonies, I just feel like, regardless of how you feel about these ceremonies, whether or not the transgender debate or any of this other stuff, to me, an Olympic ceremony should be a celebration of athleticism and excellence and the human spirit, right? That success, being the best at something, and celebrating what it means to be human. To me, that seems to be the themes of the Olympics. But then we're getting these ceremonies where, I don't know, they're putting in identity politics. They had, transgender Last Supper. All this stuff just seems like it's just one small example of what's being taken away from that idea. And I feel like on some level, maybe it's a conspiracy to do that nobody wants to, or there's an effort to try and subvert the idea that there is such a thing as excellence and that no one should aspire to it. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, actually, I didn't think of it like that, but that makes sense because they push so many or subpar athletes at this Olympics, and we're supposed to cherish them. And uh, so many people are saying it's sexist to speak about the breakdancer, or it's racist and sexist and misogynistic to talk about the things going on in women's boxing. And I just think I don't know, that it's almost as if there is a conspiracy to make it that you don't need to be the greatest, you don't need whatever. It's just, hey, come to the Olympics and show people your shit. However, I wouldn't be against if the Olympics then was random, you know? It was like the Hunger Games, like 5 random people from each country get picked for each event, and you're just picked for an event and you got to show up and show out and you do your best, and whoever wins wins, and I think that that could be really fun and really cool to watch.
That would be a more inclusive Olympics,
Yeah.
and I'm for it.
People have to sign up at least, but
No, 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 no. Because listen, and there's no categories, right? Like I might be up against a transgender furry that's 6'7" and has the arm strength of a gargantuan. You know what I mean? And I got to do shot put, and they're gonna win automatically. You know what I mean? Like you never know.
Should there be any limitations in terms of how inclusive? So should there be all ages, all
Oh,
genders,
no, 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 no. 18 plus. That's the only thing.
18
It's
plus?
18
That's the
plus.
only
You gotta
thing.
be
Okay.
an adult. You gotta be able to vote.
Okay. Okay. So we agree that in the new inclusive 2032 Olympics, there are no athletes that are superior to one another. It's all fair game. You can be any gender, you can be any race, you can be any age, as long as it's above the age of 18. And you do not sign up, Deezy. You are selected by your country at random. How do you feel about this?
Sounds like I should start taking steroids.
Oh, also, you don't know what event you're doing until you walk out onto the field.
It's that inclusive. It's not even they just include you in whatever event happens to be there.
Yeah, like listen, there's a list, right? And the first guy goes to this thing. And you don't know where you got picked. You just show up and maybe you're playing soccer, maybe you're shot put, maybe you're doing high jump. Who knows? I think it
You
would
know what?
be the greatest thing that ever hit TV.
I think I agree with you, man. I think this is the way forward because we do not have enough inclusivity in the Olympics. It's very right now the Olympics is very competitive, you might say. People competing with one another. We don't want people competing. We want people to be on the same playing field, literally playing.
At the end, there's just one podium, and everybody stands on it.
Everybody gets gold for showing up. Fuck it. Cares.
The era of participation trophies.
This is this max beta, right? It's like everybody gets a gold. It's not even fucking participation trophies. Everybody gets a gold.
Well, it can't be gold because gold is something that not everybody has access to. Only certain rich people have access to gold. So it has to be
The
something
shit
that
medal.
everybody like
Aluminum.
aluminum. It's got to be aluminum metals. And there's no distinction between them. It's just an aluminum metal.
And it all of them say winner.
We should make them out of gallium so that they melt at like 86 degrees Fahrenheit. So they're super hard to store.
All right. Well, you know what? I think we solved it. We solved the Olympic question.